In this video, I will be touring my Minecraft fully functioning Guess Who game. Well, the Guess Who game, like I've seen this by another YouTuber called Gurg, but he made some like spinning thing that chooses your block. But I like how you could choose it yourself. So where's the dripstone? Oh, it's right here. So in this thing, I like how it's like down here. You're like nobody knows what you're doing. You're under the board. And you don't need to build anything big, you just need to clear out this bottom area. You don't even need to make it nice, it could be all dirt here if you want. And you just look around. You have the choice of picking your own block, and well, it's pretty simple. You just put the dripstone here. You could technically keep it in your mind and you could have none of this, but then like you could cause cheating. So I like to have this and it's nice. And so up top you have just the trapdoors. I use iron blocks because I'm rich in iron, but like you could use any other block as long as it doesn't have the same block as any of the blocks in the game. So you could just, it's a 6x6, I think, 6x6 grid of blocks, so there's 36 blocks in total, and you just ask questions about the blocks, and it doesn't need to be hidden or anything. If you want, you could put a huge wall up here and nobody knows what you're doing, but it's not necessary. So you just have the trapdoors. They're identical on both sides. So if there's an amethyst there's an amethyst on the far end right here. Like it doesn't need to be in the same, like, identical on both sides, but I like it like that way. And like most of the blocks are, there isn't a certain amount of yellow blocks, certain amount of this block. I just put random blocks. You don't need to think it through that much. And it's pretty simple. There's a 3x3 around it, so then it doesn't touch any other blocks. But you technically don't even need to have to do that. You could just have them all next to each other. But it looks more pleasing when there's little iron blocks around them and they're more apparent. And it's identical on the other side too. Just an area below. You take your dripstone, you pick wherever you want to go, and it works like that. And maybe leaves are not always the best because they're see-through a bit. You ideally don't want to use see-through blocks, or like, yeah, just see-through blocks. Probably don't want to use see-through blocks on what's called any like non-full blocks. I have like a few non-full blocks, but they're not too big of a deal. But ideally you like full blocks. They look better and they don't peek through. So place your dripstone under it, and it doesn't, like if you do it on the leaf, I don't know if it will. You can't, that might be a mistake. You can't put it on leaves. Well, you could put it under, that still works. But yeah, they're kind of see-through, so it's not always the best, but it still works. It works either way. I think it's pretty easy to build. I could have made it even nicer than this, but I just put a little iron border around it and stone around it. Technically you could make it like super nice. You could make it red like a normal Guess Who game. It's just a game that is so easy to make and so simple. The hardest part probably of this is having friends. You need a friend to play this, but even at that, it's one friend. It's not, hopefully you have one friend that could play Minecraft with you. I don't know, hopefully you do, then you could play this game. And also we have this build here, which Ornate, one of our members of the server, built, which is pale wood with some leaves around, and the blossom at the top gives like that particle effect, so it has more like that relaxed vibe when you play, and it looks pretty good. And also another fun part is if there's a spectator, when you're playing up top, they could go down here and look at both people's dripstone and which block they have picked, so the third person knows. But also they need to go down here and like, well, make sure your friends crouch when they play this, so then like you don't calculate where they are when they're playing. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.